let's make a slide all about our friends. For this slide, let's use a title and 2 columns. At the top, type Friends with capital F, and then Center by clicking on the Align button and then clicking on Center. You're going to list some of your friends, both human and non-human. So again, at the top, let's write some friends, because we can't list all of our friends. We wouldn't have space on the slide to list all of our friends. On the left-hand side, let's write some animal friends that we have. So we're talking about not people, but companion animals, like a dog or a cat or some other companion animals. Now, this is not an animal we plan on selling someday or eating someday, or that we have around just because we're getting milk or eggs or wool or whatever else. So again, I'm going to do this as if I was 13 years old and we had a dog at my house. I'm going to put a space and then a dash and then a space and then the name of the dog. His name was Flash. Okay. We also had chickens, but they weren't really pets, so I'm not going to list the chickens. Now, even though I only have one companion animal to list here, I'm going to put a bullet right there. Okay? So you can list as many companion animals as you want. If you have multiple dogs, you could put a comma, and then you could just write down another name of the dog. Bowser. I don't know what another name for a dog would be. Now, if you don't have any companion animals, this is what I'd like you to write. I don't have any companion animals, but someday I'd like to adopt a, and then you can put down whatever you want. Dog, cat, whatever animal you can think of adopting from the local animal shelter. Okay. Now, one other choice would be you could write down companion animals you used to have. So, for example, maybe you had a dog. His name was Flash, and he died recently or even last year. You could still list him on the slide, and then when you're saying this slide to your class, you could say, I had a dog, his name was Flash, but he died last year, or something like that. He was a really good dog. Another thing you could write, some people have never had a companion animal in their home, and they don't really want one, and that's okay. You could say, I don't have any companion animals, and I'm okay without adopting any, or something like that, something that sounds nice. Okay? But you do have to have something on this side of the box, in this box, otherwise I'm not going to know if you did the box or if you didn't do the box. Now I'm going to go back to dog Flash. And a bullet right there. Okay. On the right hand side, you're going to list some friends, some human friends. You may list any friends. They could be school friends, they could be cousins, they could be friends from other schools, they could be friends from a club or church or whatever you like. But list no more than 5 friends. That's going to be your maximum. Otherwise, some people are going to list 5, 10, 20 friends on there, and they're going to have a hard time figuring it out. If you're having a hard time figuring it out, you could list like friends you've known the longest or friends you see the most often outside of school. Just kind of think about that. Let's start with a bulleted list. You can actually start the bulleting right at the very beginning. So I'm going to think back to when I was 13 years old. So some of my friends were Michael, Loveridge, and make sure to write last names. It's very important you write last names because a lot of people have the same first name. And even if you said a kind of rare first name, we wouldn't know if that was somebody that we knew or somebody else. Okay, and let's see, Sean Adams, and let's see, Lori Smith, and Thea Mann, and Ronnie Nelson, and you're only going to list 5. So you could like list more to start with, and then you could like delete until you get down to 5. Now I would like to have at least 3 there. So list at least 3 people that are friends or family that are about your age but aren't on your family slide, and then you're good. Okay.